G'day, this is Stevic from 12 Foot Ninja, and I want to talk to you about the Variax and how I use it to play heavy music and why I think it's got some pretty nifty advantages to expressing a full dynamic range. So I think one of the core things to mention is you can change the tuning on the guitar, and not by adjusting the machine heads or anything like that. It's not using MIDI. It's a completely different technology that I have no idea how it works. Something to do with unicorns, or I'm not sure really why or how. All I know is that it does it, and that's why I dig it. So, I mean, what I can do is pretty much go from any tuning an octave higher than E or an octave lower than E and individualize every string. Let me give you an example of how I use the Variax expressively within one song. This is a track, a bunch of sounds from a track called Deluge. So I start with a very dirty Strat, like a Fender Strat kind of sound. And I sort of stick on that skanky kind of style. So I've got like a bit of a tight reverb. Then I kick into an acoustic guitar, but tuned a tone down. Full, like, I strum it out, you know? And then from there, I go into, it's like a Les Paul model, but the tuning is like a 7-string. So I'm losing the high E. It's A, E, A, D, G, B. It's down there, so. So I can go from those crazy changes, and then I kick into a solo tone. So I'm going to go into the tuning in a little bit more detail, because this is like the Hadouken of the Variax. It's the subtle ninja swift maneuver that you often can't pick up that's happening, but this is an incredible feature of this guitar. And it happens seamlessly, and people who see 12 Foot Ninja play live often don't even know that it's really happening. And I get a lot of people writing to me saying, I can't figure out how to play this, like what chords are they, you know, like how many strings has your guitar got, all that kind of thing. It's all in just changing the tuning. So straight up with the last example of the song Deluge, I've got the tuning D, A, D, G, B, E. So standard drop D, so I'll show you. You can hear that, it's just standard drop D. Now when I go to the acoustic, it's down a whole tone. So I'm gonna switch between the two so you get the idea. That is awesome. Like, yeah, you just cannot do that unless you had like Goro from Mortal Kombat and you had like 2 sets of arms, and you know, it's complicated, it's expensive, medical bills, you know, I can't even begin to go into the problems that would cause. Then I go into my heavy sound, which is like a 7-string, but the B is now an A. So I've got A, E, A, D, G, B. So I have to think about this, you know. I'll back the volume off just a little bit so you can hear it. So that's weird. If I just chug away, you can hear. So yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome.